This is what your favorite Hypixel game mode says about you. Bed Wars. Well, you probably like to bridge. You are probably better than most Minecraft players at bridging because you will be bridging a lot. You might also like to sleep a lot. You might be the type of person to sleep 12 hours a day and still be tired. But then you go play some Bed Wars to wake you up because, well, there is a war against beds. That's why this game mode is called Bed Wars, because the bed is clearly having a war or something. Sky Wars. Well, you like to go fast, because Sky Wars is a fast-paced game mode. You are constantly doing something in Sky Wars. You are either looting a chest, bridging to the middle or other islands, and fighting other players. So you are doing a lot of things at one time. You also might be better at PvP than most players, because you are encountering more opponents, which means you have more opportunities to fight other players. Or you just like the idea of fighting in the sky, or something. A skyblock. You like to play games that require you to grind, because Skyblock is a very grindy game mode, because you are always grinding to get the best gear and stats. There's so much you could do with Hypixel Skyblock, it's honestly amazing. This game mode is the most popular game mode on Hypixel as of recording this video. You also like to see progress in things that you do. You like spending time to be as strong as possible, which means you are a dedicated person. TNT games. For the TNT games, there are multiple other mini games, but there are two main ones that you probably play, which is TNT Run and TNT Tag. You probably like TNT games because you like to run on top of TNT, and you like running because you are either running away from the TNT or you run on top of it. So it's safe to assume that you like to blow things up. UHC. You like to play the long game because UHC requires you to attain resources and be strategic in how you do things. You are probably a strategic person and you like to have a plan of attack. You also like to fight people, but you aren't too aggressive because you have to plan things out and be smart about things because you don't want to waste your resources. Duels. Well, you like to PvP a lot because you are constantly 1v1ing against someone. This game mode is for people who like to practice and work on their PvP skills. Or you are a bridge main who likes to fight on a bridge and try to knock the other person off, which pretty much means you're basically a sumo main at that point. So duels is just mad confusing, bro. Arcade games. You are more of a casual Hypixel player who just plays very casually. There are a lot of mini games in arcade games. There are a few of them that are pretty popular, such as party games, zombies, Hypixel says, Pixel Party, and finally, Blocking Dead. So you most likely play some of these modes if your favorite mode is arcade games. There really isn't much to say about the arcade games because there are just so many other mini games. I can't go over all of them. Well, I mean, I could, but this video would be a lot longer than it should be. But overall, I would say you are just a chill person who plays Hypixel casually. Build battle. You like to build. Well, obviously, because the mode is literally called Build Battle. But this means you are quite a creative person and like to express yourself through your builds. You also pay attention to the little details more than the average person. You also might be better at planning than some people, because you have to plan what you're going to build in a short amount of time and try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Or you just like to build random things and hope it looks good. Murder mystery. You like to solve mysteries. You might be a strategic thinker who likes to outsmart your opponents. You also might enjoy figuring out who the murderer is before it is too late. And if you're the murderer, you have to plan your way of attack so you don't get caught. So overall, you like to solve things, or you just play murder mystery because it's a way to pass the time. Housing. If your favorite mode is housing, you might like to socialize with other people, and you might also like to play parkour, because parkour can be pretty addicting, I'm not even gonna lie. You also might like to build random things in housing and make them look nice, which means you can be a decorative person because you like to make things look as aesthetically pleasing as possible. You also might like to be a part of a community and just socialize with other players. The pit. You enjoy to fight people a lot because you are probably a pretty competitive person and like the fast-paced action that the pit provides. You might be skilled at PvP combat because you are constantly going against other players. This game mode is sort of like duels, but more chaotic. Blitz survival games. You like regular survival games, but fast. Because in Blitz survival games, you are blitzing through the survival. That probably doesn't make any sense, but when have my videos ever made any sense? Let's be real. Anyways, you like to gather resources and slowly become stronger than your opponents, so you can absolutely destroy them whenever deathmatch comes. Or you just like to play survival that there are games in and somehow they blitz or something. I don't know. Warlords. If you play Warlords, you might like the mystical and medieval theme because you can play as a shaman, mage, warrior, and a paladin, which are all cool classes. You also might like to work together as a team because in Warlords you have to work as a team no matter what mode you play. Or you just think the items and the armor look cool. Smash Heroes. If your favorite game mode is Smash Heroes, then congratulations, because this mode is honestly really cool. But if you play this mode, you probably like the variety of characters that all have unique abilities. You might also enjoy the unique gameplay this game mode provides, because this game mode is action-packed and can be a lot of fun leveling up certain characters. Mega Walls. You like to protect a wither, and you like to plan things out to attack the other teams, which means you might be a strategic person. You also might just play this mode because you can, and it will take a lot of free time up, so why not? Cops and Crims. You like to play CSGO, but in Minecraft, because you just didn't want to play actual CSGO and instead wanted to go play some Minecraft, but then you realized that you missed playing CSGO and you were probably too lazy to boot up CSGO again. Wool Wars. Just go play Bed Wars at this point. But in all seriousness, you probably like to put the wool in the center and fight other players to put wool in the center, or something to that effect. Or you might just enjoy the simple nature of Wool Wars, the classic games. You are an old school Hypixel player, playing some of the oldest Hypixel game modes. You might be visiting these game modes for nostalgia purposes and to remember the older times of Hypixel. This is also like a group of other game modes. You probably either play The Walls, Paintball, Quakecraft, Vampire Z, Arena Brawl, and Turbo Kart Racers. I'm not going to go over all of those game modes, but they're all very simplistic and easy to understand. So you might just play these modes every once in a while because you are bored of the main modes on Hypixel. You should also make sure to subscribe!